Hey everybody, it's Cindy the Scrapologist. I will never get used to having a camera be backwards. um, I'm doing an experiment today, and so I thought I'd do it on camera because I couldn't find a video that explained what it is I'm trying to do today. So I'm here with little Lily. Little Lily and I are going to do a little video with you today. Show everybody your cute face. Oh. So she's sitting quietly behind me. What I'm trying to do is I have a couple of things that have been in my stash for a while. I have this 12 by 12 sheet of canvas from Recollections that, well, it says 12 by 12 on it. I measured it. It's 11 3/4 by 11 3/4, which is very annoying. That's not good, Recollections. If it says 12 by 12, it should be 12 by 12. But anyway, it's canvas with these beautiful clocks on it. I've been wanting to cover a mini album or a journal with this. And then at Goodwill, I found this HeatNBond paper. I've never used it before. Obviously, it's very popular with people who know how to sew. I'm not a sewer. I've mentioned that several times. So I want to experiment with this and see if I can cover a book cover using these two items. I looked all through Pinterest, YouTube, everywhere, and I didn't see any tutorials on how to use this HeatNBond to affix fabric to a piece of chipboard to make a cover. I saw a couple that I think she put it on cardstock, but to me that's not durable enough for a cover, so it wasn't what I was looking for. And there was also a cool one too, and I'm probably going to try this. A lady that did tissue paper and how she made it into a thicker paper by using this material. So I should have written down or bookmarked where those were so that I could link down below, but it's not what I'm doing today, and it wasn't quite what I was looking for. So I'm just going to try it myself and experiment with it on camera so that if it works, then I can post this and you can learn how to do it too. Okay, we'll learn together. All right, so let me switch the view. And open this up. My 11 3/4 by 11 3/4 12 by 12 canvas. I bought this because I actually needed a 12 by 12 piece of canvas, and so I wasn't able to use it. I was kind of annoyed, but anyway, enough about that. I just want to stay positive when I'm on camera, right? Okay. So let me get my mat up here. I don't want to, this does involve ironing, and you never want to iron on your mat. It bubbles it up. So let me just cut a 12-inch piece here. And it doesn't have to be exact or neat or anything. Just make sure it's big enough to cover the fabric. Okay. Yeah, I was really excited to find this at this thrift store. It was at the Goodwill. It was only $2, and actually I think because it was a yellow tag day, I got it for even less than that. So I've cut this down, and on this HeatNBond. Here, let me show you. I'm sure you guys all know this, but I'll just show you anyway. HeatNBond, and this one is light for lightweight fabrics, machine appliques, and quilting. And they do sell this at Walmart. but it just eliminates any sewing if you're a sewer. So there's a paper side, and then there is a tacky side. This is the side that the glue is on. So that's what we're going to put on the fabric. So I'm going to take this, and I want the glue on the back side. So I'm going to do this, and then put the glue side down against the paper. And then the instructions say to put your iron on the silk setting. I don't have a silk setting on this. This is my craft iron is a little travel iron. So I have it on medium, and we'll see. And I have the steam off. Obviously you don't want the steam on. So let's just go ahead and heat this up, and as you're heating it, the glue leaves the paper and adheres to your fabric. So I was in here until 11 o'clock last night cleaning. Oh, look at how terrible that is with the, I'm sorry, with the autofocus. Let me take that off. That's taking a while. There we go. Oh, that doesn't look very good. Sorry, let me see what's going on here. Maybe my camera doesn't like the heat. It's rising up to the camera. Come on. What's going on? Oh, there we go. I see. There we go. I should have looked up. I hope the whole video wasn't like that. I'll have to watch it before I post it. But anyway, I was in my craft room until 11 o'clock last night, cleaning, organizing, and I just finished, let me see. I had a lady that ordered 5 books from me, folios and mini albums. And then before that, I had 2 other Graphic 45 mini albums that were ordered, and I don't even remember what else. So I've really just been going gangbusters getting these orders out. And on top of that, I've mentioned before that my parents are moving in next door, and she's got boxes and boxes of craft supplies, and I want to make room for her in my craft studio. So I feel really good. My room was starting to close in. Everything was getting stacked up, and I just had my workspace here. I should show you, actually, I should show you my new favorite thing. Let me see if I can do this camera. Here we go. Look! I got this at Hobby Lobby for like $15, and the top looks like a rusty old pipe, and then it has hooks with these baskets. Oh, I love this thing. So I hung this up yesterday, and it's next to my watermelon pink pegboard. And I've talked about my book press many times. There's my book press that my husband bought me for our anniversary 1 year. So anyway, yeah. I really love that thing from Hobby Lobby. So this has to really cool off before you start peeling it off. Because you don't want to, you want the glue to make sure it's all the way on the fabric. So I'm just going to try to do the shortcut method of cooling it off since I'm on camera. Nothing more boring than having a video where you're watching glue dry, right? That's like watching a pot boil. Okay, so let's peel this off. And my iron was hot enough on the medium setting. This is coming off very nicely. It is pulling off some of the canvas on the edge, but that's quite all right with me. Okay, and since this is a 12 by 12, I'm not able to make a full-size journal. I decided to make more of a travel-sized journal size. So I cut my chipboard, I had 2 pieces of chipboard at 4.5 by 8.5. I think, was it 8.5? No, 8.25. And then my spine is 1 3/4 by 8.25. So I'm just going to, let's see. See. You know what? I'm going to need something under here for this second step. Let me get another piece of fabric. I'll be right back. Actually, I had a piece of cardboard over there, so I'll just use that. That will work just well, just fine. Okay. Now you could just wrap your covers individually and do something separate on your spine. Let me show you. So, for example, in the Make Your Own Junk Journal series, where we're using my kit, I showed how to wrap these in canvas. So you can wrap them individually, but I do want to have the whole thing covered in this particular canvas. So for this one, I'm going to leave about 1/2 inch. Actually, let's go like this, so that I can use this scrap down here for something else. Okay. And I want to leave about 1/4 inch in the center there. A trick to this, if you don't if you don't want to actually measure, is you need this to be at least the thickness of your chipboard. So you can take a piece of chipboard and put it in the center there and line it up, and then you know you've got the right amount of space. Oops, I just moved I just moved that. Let me put this back down. Oh, you know what? I'm being such a dork. See, I told you this is the first time I've ever done this. I have to do it this way. So hopefully you can see this, because it's chipboard on cardboard, but I think you'll be able to see it okay. You don't have to be as precise as I'm being. You can just eyeball it, but I do sell these things, and so I just really like to be exact. And if people are going to be kind enough to love my items and buy them, then I want them to be absolutely perfect. Okay, so now we've got the, uh-oh, I think my mom's coming up, so Lily's excited. Sorry about the barking. So now we have the adhesive on this side, And I'm going to place it down on the chipboard. And I'm going to iron this. So now we're going to adhere them together. Is that you, Mom? Hi. I'm videoing. Look what I did. Okay, so first lesson learned. Cut off the trim before you start ironing. I should have done that. I'm going to have to be careful. I'm filming. Come in and say hi. You won't be on camera, I promise. Just say hello. Hello. Come in. I'm working with this Fabri-Tac. Shh. I'm experimenting. Shh. Lily, come here. My mom's so camera shy, she's not even going to say hi, hardly. Now this is kind of smearing the black ink on this canvas. But in this particular instance, I don't mind. I'm not live, I'm filming this for later, because if this becomes a disaster, then I don't want anybody to see. That feels like it's working. No, I need to get the edge here. Okay, and then I'm going to flip it. I am going to cut off this excess. It has to be steam set. It does? Yep. Are you sure? Because on the instructions it said don't use steam. Oh, really? Yeah. Okay, so Mom says she's used some of this before and you have to steam set it. So read the instructions on the one that you buy. The one that I bought said don't use steam, but apparently some of them you do use steam. She's a sewer, so she would know better than me. Come in and sit down. I'm leaving. Why are you leaving? I'm almost done. You can come in and have fun with us. Oops. Okay. Oh, look what I did. Well, there's one boo-boo. So I didn't, at some point this must have shifted over. And so now I don't have enough to wrap around this edge. And I'm going to have to figure out something for that. But this I am going to wrap it over and iron it on. Darn it. I'll think of something to fix that. Lily loves her grandma, so she gets very excited and barks when she comes up. Grab a chair if you want. Sit down. The reason why I decided to try this is because I hate glue. I'm totally messy with it. And also with some fabrics, it comes through. And if you want to paint the fabric or do anything to it afterwards, it seeps through the fabric. So I just wanted to kind of experiment with a different option. And I'm going to miter these corners just a little bit. I should have brought my sewing scissors over. Okay, so I guess I am going to have to put just a little bit of glue there. Maybe. I'll have to adhere that with something else later. Are you leaving already? Come back. I'm done. I'm going to be done in like 2 minutes. By the time you walk down the stairs, I will be done. Okay, so this is going to need a little more attention on the inside, but I'm going to put a piece of fabric or something on the inside anyway. Whoops, and it's hot. Hot, hot, hot. So, wow, I love it. I love how it came out. That worked really well. The only thing I didn't like is that, well, my boo-boo here, but that it, I don't know if it was the glue coming through or just the hot iron made this ink run. See? Made the ink run a little bit, but for the junk journal, it's okay. But that, I think that came out really nice. So my experiment worked. So I hope that you try this technique, and I'm glad we finally have a video on YouTube, somebody showing how to do this. I had to figure it out myself, made a couple of mistakes, but from here on out, I think these will be fabulous. I'm going to try different fabrics. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe and give me some comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this technique. See you later. Bye from Mom and Lily too. Bye.